Hello everyone, if you're new here, I'm Jose and I run a brand strategy and design agency called Round Branding. And today we're diving deep into how to develop and redefine your brand strategy so that it aligns with your business goals and maximize your audience engagement. First, it's important to have clear business goals. If you don't have clear and specific business goals, there's no brand strategy that can support that. For example, if your goal is to increase market share, you need to identify which segments of the market you're targeting and how your brand can appeal to them. Make sure your goals are clear and specific. Instead of saying just increase sales, say increase sales by 20% in the next 12 months by targeting millennials with social media campaigns. This specificity will help direct your branding efforts. Next, conduct a thorough brand audit. A brand audit is not only visual, but you need to analyze how your brand is positioned in the market, how is your messaging, and how is its performance in the market. Look at your competitors, see where they're doing well, and see where they're lacking. For example, if your competitors have great social media presence, but they lack in personalized customer experiences, you can focus on enhancing customer service. There are different analyses that you can use to see where are your strengths and where are your weaknesses. For example, a strength that you have might be that you have a very innovative product, while a weakness could be your inconsistent brand messaging. Opportunities could be emerging markets, and threats might be new competitors. Now, let's make sure you have your brand DNA on point. Your brand DNA is your purpose, your mission, your vision, and your values. These elements should resonate internally and externally. Now, for a new brand, this might imply creating this from scratch. And for an established brand or a company that's been in business for many years, it could be that the founder or the founders, whenever they created the company, they had an idea. They had a big idea that they wanted to change the world with. And now that they're not there anymore, and maybe we have steered away from that path. So now we need to redefine and gain understandings again of who we are and make sure that our mission and our vision are aligned to that initial purpose. Take Patagonia, for example. Their mission statement is, "We are in business to save our home planet." This strong, clear mission aligns with their actions and appeals to their eco-conscious audience. Reflect on your brand's purpose. Why do you exist beyond making a profit? What do you aspire to achieve, and what principles guide your actions? These elements should be authentic and should also reflect what your audience cares about. But make sure that if sustainability is one of your core values, ensure all your practices, from sourcing materials to packaging, aligns with this value. Now, understanding your target audience is probably the most important part. Make sure that you always revisit and redefine your buyer personas to ensure that they reflect a current image. Let's say that you're targeting busy professional. A detailed persona might include demographics like age and income, and psychographics like lifestyle and values, but always make sure that the thing you're focusing the most is actually talking to your clients and understanding them firsthand. The main key question that we want to ask ourselves is, what are the things that they're not telling me? What are the things they're not talking about? When we get the answer to these questions, that's when we really have a breakthrough and we can use these insights to improve our customer service, improve our products, improve our pricing, and just improve our brand in general to appeal more to this audience. Always personalized and tailored message will have much more engagement and much more relevant. Developing a compelling brand positioning statement is crucial. Your positioning statement should clearly articulate who you serve, what you offer, the unique benefit, and why it matters. Now, craft brand messaging that deeply resonates with your audience. Your messaging should be clear, consistent, and aligned with your values. Use language that directly talks to the audience you're trying to reach. For example, if your target audience values innovation, emphasize how your product's at the forefront of technology. Look at Apple. Their messaging consistently highlights their simplicity and innovation. Ensure your messaging is consistent among all customer touchpoints. Effective messaging will not only attract but also retain your audience. Now let's talk about your visual identity. Make sure that your logo, your typography, your color palette, and imagery are cohesive with your brand's personality. For example, if your brand is modern and innovative, use sleek, minimal designs with bold colors. Look how Spotify uses bright green colors and a clean design to convey a fresh, dynamic feel. Consistency in all touchpoints, from your website to social media to packaging and marketing materials, build recognition and trust. Make sure that your visual elements are aligned with your brand messaging to create a unified brand experience. Now that you have all these elements, it's time to implement and monitor your brand strategy. Once you start to roll out your new brand to all customer touchpoints and channels, use tools like Google Analytics, social media insights, and customer feedback to monitor performance. Regularly review metrics like customer engagement, conversion rate, and customer satisfaction to measure effectiveness. Be prepared to make adjustments as needed to keep your brand relevant and engaging. Make sure that decisions are not made in a bubble. Whenever decisions are made in a bubble and don't take into consideration your target audience and their feedback before you actually launch your new brand, that's when rebrands fail. If you're trying to launch a new campaign with a new messaging targeting a new audience, make sure that they are taken into consideration before even you film anything or you make anything. Check in with them, ask them what they think. Like I said before, understanding your target audience is the most important part of all of this. Brand strategy and branding shouldn't be just a creative process. Should be a derivative process of understanding what your audience wants and creating a brand that appeals to them in an innovative, creative, and intelligent way. So there you have it. That's a comprehensive guide on how to create and redefine your brand strategy to align with your business goals and increase customer engagement. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.